Welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup Podcast, episode 77. I'm your host, Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
Good. It's been a week.
It has been. A lot going on.
Got a bunch
Busy,
of stuff.
busy.
Bunch of stuff to talk about this week. We're going to dive into the craziness of Magic and Lord of the Rings, and will it hold value? What will hold value? Will some of it? Any of it? We'll see. Pokemon and how Paldea Evolved is doing, and the current block of Scarlet and Violet compared to how Sword and Shield is doing. And I think it's crazy and silly.
It is.
And then we'll talk about some new Flesh and Blood cards. So we got some new
Sounds
Flesh
good.
and Blood cards. Let's start
Yeah,
with
we
that.
did.
Let's start with Flesh and Blood.
Start with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we got some new cards. We got some
Bunch.
Bolton support, which is super exciting for me. Even though I went to my local armory this week and we drafted Monarch, because I said I'd never drafted Monarch. I drafted Monarch for the first time. I rolled Bolton. So did two others. It didn't go well. I lost both my two games and then got the bye in the third one, so I left.
I mean, I thought the rule was draft Prism.
It is.
Okay.
Unless you're a warrior player, then you're like, wait, I can play a warrior in draft?
You're going to try it.
I'm going to try
realize there's a reason it never is the thing to do.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
It was
fun,
it
didn't
though.
work out. Yeah, okay.
Fun.
As long as it was fun, that's all that really matters.
Yes. So we got 3 new light warrior cards. The first being
Banneret. We got more than 3, didn't we?
What?
We got more than 3.
Of the light warrior?
The other's a light action. It's not light warrior.
Yes.
My bad. Sorry.
All good. So we have 3 light warrior cards. First being Banneret of Protection. It is a 4 attack, 3 block, yellow, cost 1, has Soul Flare. When this is charged to your hero's soul, create a Spellbane Aegis token.
Do we know what that is? It sounds familiar, but I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. I believe it's the next time you would be dealt arcane damage, prevent it.
Okay. So it's like the Prism shields, except just
it's a generic token or a Spell Void 1. If your hero would be dealt arcane damage, you may destroy Spellbane Aegis to prevent 1 of that damage.
No, that's neat. That's kind of cool. All right.
Yeah, so maybe a sideboard if you're going against a wizard
or
someone that does
blades.
arcane.
Yeah, the Rune Blades too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Not my favorite.
No.
Then we have Banneret of Courage. Same 4 attack, 3 block, 1 cost yellow, Soul Flare. When this is charged to your hero's soul, create a Courage token. Now, we don't know what a Courage token is yet, but our current running hypothesis is that it runs off of Courage of Bladehold's naming, and that your next attack, your weapon attack, will cost 1 less. Which, if that is the case,
it's good.
Sai is jealous.
Yeah, it's very good. It's going to be awesome if it is functionally that.
Yes. But my favorite of the 3 is Banneret of Gallantry. When this is charged to your hero's soul, create a Quicken token.
Go Again's good.
Go Again is good. Same 4 attack, 3 block, 1 cost.
So this is Go Again for next turn, though, right?
What?
Because you'd have to be swinging. Oh, I guess the thing that charges would have Go Again on it, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be, and then it's the next swing gets Go Again. Is that how Quicken works? I know it's kind of a little.
Yeah,
goofy.
when you play an attack action card or attack with a weapon, destroy it. It doesn't say anything about what turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just know because
Go Again.
I remember there was something that gave you Quicken and didn't have Go Again. I think it was a ninja card, so it was basically always for the next turn.
Right.
But not for this. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty good then.
Yes.
There are 3 others.
Yes, we have 3 other warrior ones.
Yep. You ready? Sure. Banneret of Resilience costs 0, blocks 3, swings for 3. Soul Flare. When this is charged to your soul, the next attack action you defend with this turn gets a +1 defense. That doesn't seem very good. You have to charge during your defense somehow, right?
No, you charge and then, oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're charging during your defense.
Yeah, that'd be weird. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe there's a special
Unity?
situation that it makes sense for, but again, strange off case, so probably not that good.
Right.
Banneret of Salvation, 0 cost, 3 attack, 3 defense. All these are yellow, by the way. When this is charged to your soul, the next time you hit this turn, gain 1 life. Kind of cool, little life gain. And then Banneret of Vigor, same stats. When it's charged, the next time you hit this turn, gain 1 resource. So it's almost like a free sword swing, right?
Almost. It also requires you to attack again and hit. Or if that hit. Like if
No,
you're
this
charging
doesn't.
off of the hit.
This doesn't. No, this is Soul Flare. It's when it's charged to your soul. So if you
Yeah, I
do
know,
one of
I
those
know, I know.
non-attacks
But
to
what I'm
charge
saying
it,
is you don't
you
get
get
the
a resource.
resource unless you hit. There's an additional.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I see. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
yeah. So it's not
Yeah,
just,
those
oh,
those
charge this,
aren't as
gain a
good. Yeah.
resource. It's charge this and hit.
And hit, and then maybe you'll get a resource if you're lucky.
Yeah, I really don't like these. I think Bolton can afford to pay for the 1 to make it a 4, and which just makes it so much harder to block than these 3s.
Yeah. What do you think about this last one, United We Stand?
United We Stand is cool. I have problems with the artwork.
You don't like Baldwin's face being cut off?
Bolton, it's unfortunate.
It's so bad.
It's so
bad.
unfortunate.
It's so sad. Like, why is his eyeballs cut off? Like, come on. It's
Lexi's
so,
barely hanging in there.
yeah.
Shiana's a ghost in the back
Wait, where's Shiana?
behind Briar's shoulder,
Oh, that's Shiana. Where's Lexi?
above Shiana. You
Oh
didn't even
God,
see
yeah, I
her.
didn't see her. Yeah, they should have shrunk this just a wee bit, just a wee bit.
And I get
It looks
hands
like
are
epic
hard.
art.
I get hands are hard to draw. And it may be proportionally right, but the glowing effect on Bravo's hand makes his hand look small compared to his other hand.
I can see what you're
It's like
saying
a
there.
little
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Like
It's a
he's
little if
charging
you
up the little hand.
it doesn't charging the little hand. He's got to get that little hand powered up.
Brute forcing with the big hand and big
Guess
arm.
he's left-handed, you know. That's just how it goes, you know.
This is
So
right-handed. He's swinging
I
with his
know.
right.
It's his little hand because he doesn't use it as often.
So United We Stand is a yellow that costs 3, attacks for 6, blocks for 2, but has unity. So when this defends together with a card from hand, if Bolton is in your party, create a courage token under his control, then repeat for Bravo and Seismic Surge, Briar, an embodiment of Earth, Dorinthia and Courage, Lexi, an embodiment of Lightning, Oldhim and Spellbane Aegis, Prism and Spectral Shield, and Shiana and Eloquence.
Gross. So there's a thing called party now.
Yeah.
What is
PvE, here
that?
we come.
I know, like this card's 100% just PvE.
It's like, and here's your party. Here's
Yeah.
who you bring with you.
Yeah, basically.
I wonder if that's a thing. Like they're building it so PvE will have a meta of what heroes you bring together.
Probably, yeah, I
Which
could
is
see that because
super
you don't want to
cool.
have like your dark heroes with your light heroes. Does that make
Sure,
any
and you
sense?
want to give them incentives to play the themes.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a little worried because we've seen a lot of Unity cards. All of them are everyone in your group or whatever. Like you can give the token to multiple people
yeah.
the way the text is written. So it's very PvE focused, or it has a PvE theme to it. It's not focused, but theme to it. And I'm a little worried that this set is going to have too many PvE cards in it and not enough cards that actually are good and playable by the various classes.
Yeah,
And
I could see. Yeah, I understand.
you know what I mean? Like it's a setup set and it will get popular 6 months from now when PvE's out.
Or
But
like
right now it might
Everfest
not
when
be.
everyone was like, "What's up
Yeah.
with all these potions?" And
Yeah.
trinkets.
I'm a little worried that we're going to get one of those kind of sets where it's like, okay, there's a few cards. I'll buy some singles. I don't need a chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's early. Usually we don't get the spice until closer.
No, and then we'll get those things which will be super exciting.
Everyone will be like losing their damn mind about.
Yeah.
How many heroes?
New
I mean,
heroes?
new heroes, yeah.
Well, we know we have 2. I'm going to bump that to 4.
4. Are you thinking they'll be brand new, the other two brand new, or are they going to be revisits on old heroes?
All will be revisits.
All will be so Vincent's
Hot
the
take.
only actual new hero?
He's the new chain.
She is the new chain?
She is the new chain.
You keep calling her. I don't know why.
I don't know. I had chain in my head.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, we're gonna go with that.
I was thinking about chain in my head. That's why.
Yeah. So no chain coming back.
Maybe we do get a chain.
Yeah.
And then it's 3 of 4.
Yeah. Curious.
What if they make Chain Young only, the new chain?
They could do that. That would be legit.
You can still
too,
play,
especially.
but you can still play old chain in Blitz.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that would actually be a good idea if his mechanic is potentially busted, because then they never have to release the adult.
Right.
You know? And that's a good way to test to see how busted it is before they release the adult.
Yeah. Speaking of Blitz, I need to figure out a new hero in Blitz for the time being.
Tired of your Centauri Sabers?
Not tired of it. It now has just the hardest of counter.
Oh, what's the hard counter on it?
Riptide.
Oh, Riptide's just a straight counter?
It's
That's
just
fun.
A straight counter.
Good.
I give all my I trigger all the traps.
Oh,
I pump,
that's funny.
I go again. I pump all the traps.
That's funny. Interesting.
Yeah. It's a no-go. And I don't hit, and I don't create copper, and I don't have a blood on our hands turn. Yeah, fun side.
Yeah,
story.
I was about to say, are people actually playing Rip?
Whenever I queue for a game as Kasai, start a game on Talishar, it's always a Riptide that comes into me.
I see.
They're like, oh, there's a Kasai? I'll play Riptide into that. And it's just not fun anymore. So I need to find a new Blitz.
Something new. Go Kano.
No, maybe. I was thinking about it.
Kano's fun.
But interesting fact about the 3 attack, 0 cost light warrior actions. They're the buy box promos.
Yep. That's back again. Not new, but back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Support your local game store. Go buy a box. Get a promo.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy all of these at some point, because I have a whole binder of like the extended art promos.
Yeah, I'll play sets of these. They're warrior cards.
Oh yeah, of course you will. I'll have one of each. I don't think I'll have more than that, but just because I slowly realized that I got drawn into the full arts a long time ago, and I'd been buying them. And when I went through my box of like collectible stuff that how I just buy like a ridiculous number of cards and then just throw them in a box. Well, I sorted them, and I was like, oh my god, I have like almost all of the promos, or a good chunk of them. I was like, I should put this in a binder. I put it in a binder. I was like, this looks really cool. I was like, I think I'm into this now.
Yeah. So extended arts are cool.
Yeah, I dig it. Cool. I'm a fan. I didn't realize I was a fan. I just over time kept buying them.
So then we have another card that we haven't talked about that came out before that. The Lexi specialization, Called Down the Lightning, which is a 0 cost lightning action, blocks 2. Your attacks this turn get whenever the defending hero adds 1 or more defending cards from hand to this chain link, this deals 1 damage to them. Go again. Unity, when this defends together with a card from hand, create an embodiment of lightning token under any number of heroes' control.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a restriction on embodiment of lightning token to only elemental heroes?
No.
It tokens don't have like a type or whatever, and
there's no restrictions on that.
I understand that. I honestly never even thought about it.
Yeah. It doesn't say any number of lightning heroes control.
Well, no, but it could also be covered by the card that it only works with. Yeah, it's an elemental token. So a non-elemental hero can use an elemental token?
If it's given to them.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I get it. It's like your magic of your wizard, like protecting the party or whatever. I get it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fun. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Man, that could create some really crazy synergies. Imagine the combos. You get like 3 heroes that pump a single hero and then they use all the things all at once, like crazy.
Yep.
Like, go again. Never mind.
Give a
I was
Bravo
like,
go again.
go again on Wizards would be amazing, except it doesn't work on Wizards.
Yeah.
It's an attack gains go again. But Bravo, you're right about that. Bravo could get go again.
Double Crippling Crush. Is that possible? No.
I
Maybe
don't think you
with
could
extra
afford
resources.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say with
Yeah, maybe
seismics
I
in
wonder if there's gonna
play.
be Unity stuff that like gives people resources, which would kind of be cool.
Well, potions. That's where your potion keeper is going to be useful.
Yeah. Actually, no, I think it is possible with Seismic Surge tokens because in United We
Yes.
Stand, Bravo gets Seismic Surge, and then he can create one on his turn, and then he can heave something, and then gain more resources, and then
Yep.
yeah.
There's definitely ways to pump that. Yeah, there's definitely ways to pump that. It will be wild. I'm curious how PvE works. I hope they do a good job with it.
And what's super cool and interesting now, I maybe missed this in the past, but it was really interesting to see IGN reveal cards.
That is interesting. Is that's new, right? They've never done that before.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. But IGN is a major gaming outlet.
So they're going into the video game world essentially, because that's video games, right? That's what they do.
Typically, yeah.
Huh. What is happening there? That is interesting. Are they going to make a video game?
No, I just think that it's like a bigger outlet covering it. You know what I mean? Like getting bigger outlets to carry Flesh and Blood news is a big deal for the game.
Yep, it explicitly calls it a tease for the PvE format.
Yep. IGN can exclusively reveal 4 new cards for the upcoming Fab TCG set Dusk Till Dawn, including this extra special one below that sees the heroes of Wraith unite for the first time in a tease of the upcoming PvE format. And it shows all the towns, all the areas. It shows the little hand.
Full art is amazing.
Yeah.
They have a playmat of this, right?
Oh,
like there has to be a playmat of that.
There has to be.
That's going to be an epic one.
Yeah. Then I'm going to write in Sharpie little hand.
What? Don't do that, Tommy. Why would you do that?
Because it bothers me.
Little hand. Oh man, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. That is interesting. Why are they covering that? That kind of blows me away.
Yeah.
Huh. Very weird. Okay, curious. I hope they do more with that. That would be kind of cool, actually. I would appreciate a actual video game. That'd be awesome if the PvE can turn into just like a video game. Like that would be probably even better than a tabletop game. I'll be honest. I would totally do it.
It would do better, yeah. But it's not in the Flesh and Blood.
That's true. That's true. But it's a good way to share the story, which is awesome and epic.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm all for it. I mean, I think Flesh and Blood will eventually get a digital format.
I hope so. I mean, I'm a digital native. I've always been a digital native, and I love digital life. Can't help it. I like meeting in Flesh and Blood too, but I play video games a lot. You know,
yeah,
I spend time in front of computers. Yeah, exactly. Like I was once asked if you had to give up everything but one thing, like one distraction or vice or whatever, what would it be? I was like, video games. Without hesitation, I was like, no. Like I can let go of everything else as long as I have video games, because that's just infinite possibilities, you know?
Right. It's kind of just covers all your bases. You can still play your card games. You can still play.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, moving on. Lord of the Rings?
I mean, it is trending on Twitter. It broke Twitter.
What, the IGN thing?
No, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, yeah. No, this is huge. This is out of control. Yeah.
The One Ring is trending on Twitter under fashion and beauty. It broke Twitter.
I love that. Fashion and beauty.
And then also hashtag Magic the Gathering is trending under gaming. So I just think it's funny that the One Ring is trending, but they labeled it under fashion and beauty.
It is fashionable and beautiful to have the One Ring.
It's insane. It's $2.1 million bounty.
Yes, it is. I think that's too much. I think that's crazy.
It's insane. What do you
I don't
think?
know.
What do you think is the appropriate amount?
I think the 1 million is probably appropriate because that means someone can buy it for 2 million from you. Because whatever you buy it for, you have to look at selling it, right?
What if the person isn't looking to sell it?
That store is a store. Why are they spending $2 million on
Is
a
it?
single
Is
card? Yeah, it's a store. That's who put it up. It's a
I thought it
European
was the
store.
1 million. Oh, okay.
The 2 million is a store in Europe and I think Spain.
Yeah, because it comes with a vacation to Spain.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why you would do that as a store. I mean, it definitely works as a promo. Like people get excited,
Get
talk
people to
about their
come see
store.
it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's it to put it in like a big glass case in the front of the store, like
Yeah.
we have the One Ring here. Come see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, maybe that's
Home
worth
of the
the 2
One
million.
Ring.
Yeah, that might be worth the 2 million. I could see that, but I still think it's a lot because you're not going to sell it for more than that. I doubt.
Oh, it's insane. Yeah. But it's not the only thing of value in the set.
No, that's true. This set is bonkers. Bonkers.
So,
Hyped power, other collectibles going for stupid prices. But it's all pre-sale. And what do we say about pre-sale?
don't.
Yeah, don't. Card prices come down. Box prices come down. I will say the collector boxes are probably not going to come down and or have any more available. My understanding is everyone's oversold what they actually got allocated.
Yes. So that is where our main topic comes in. Will Middle Earth hold value? And there's a lot of different things that will, and there's a lot of things that I don't think will.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So one, the
individual cards.
Individual cards, I think, will go down.
Probably
Besides,
crater.
they will crater. Besides the serialized rings,
Correct.
and
Yeah,
the non-serialized soul rings of dwarf, elf, and men, those will all. So there are 300 and 3,000, 700 and 7,000, 900 and 9,000. The smaller number being the number of serialized, and then the larger number being the number of just plain non-foil versions. So even the non-foil versions are going for around 300-400. So basically, if you pull one of those, that pays for your box because boxes are at 450, which is nuts. The collector box, and then we have set boxes at 172 and draft at 162.
Now, question: does the set and or draft contain any of those non-serialized but that card? No, it doesn't. So that's all in the collector only.
Correct.
Okay. How many was it? 7,000, 9,000?
300 serialized elf rings, 3,000 non-serialized, 700 serialized dwarf, 7,000 non, 9,000 or 900 men serialized, 9,000 non.
Doing some math over here.
Yeah, it's those will hold value.
20,900 total cards of that category.
Yeah.
So of the rings, but not the One Ring.
Yeah.
So out of 300,000 booster boxes, give or take, we have some math out there that figured out what it was based on what they statistically had to tell the odds of pulling things were.
Right.
So that means, let's see, what is that? Every 14 collector boxes, one of these things is going to be found.
Which isn't unreasonable.
That's like 2 cases covers it.
Yeah.
No. Close.
Okay.
2 plus 2 boxes. Yeah, it's very close.
Well, a master case is 24.
Yeah, but a case is 6.
Case is 6, yeah.
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 So in a master case, you should theoretically come across 2 every once in a while.
Yeah, at least 1.
Yeah, most of the time you'll have, at least 1. Most of the time, or a good chunk of the time, you'll have 2.
Yeah.
of those. So they can't be worth that much in the long run then.
No, but I think they're going for like 300-400 bucks right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
again, it could crater.
and special numbers, obviously 69, 420, and
Yeah.
1 all go for
Yeah.
crazy amounts, always, every time. The Dwarven number 1 went for, was it 14,000?
13,000 for number 1.
Yeah, 13,000 for the Dwarven. So, but of course, that's the number 1
Yeah.
versus like number 2, which will go for much, much less.
Yeah, probably a couple thousand.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and this is all in pre-release, so overhyped price too. So
Yes.
yeah, I think those will come down quite a bit. I don't know how much. I think they'll end up in the serialized will end up in the general serialized pricing like we have from Brothers War and the other one that had serialized March of Machines
Yeah.
Legendaries or whatever it's called. So those are all kind of floating based on value between, I'd say, 200 to 300 for the low value ones, up to like 1,000 to maybe 5 or 6,000. Last I looked for the really good, like used in Commander ones.
Right.
So I think we'll see that same sort of spread. Well, actually, for this, these are all just soul rings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put them down in that 300 category. I think they'll be in the lowest because it's one of the most overprinted cards. Now it's a special card, but
Yes.
okay, maybe the 400 or 500 category if the art's like fucking epic and beautiful. Like I could see the elf one being
but they're
an
not
elf deck
even
specialty, you know.
Yeah, it's just that there's Elven Dwarven script, and then I think it's Mordor script. But it's not like full art. It's not anything special.
It's pretty though, isn't it? Doesn't it have like a nice art of the elf hand or all that? I thought that's what they look like. Am I getting it
The
wrong?
Elven one has the tree. It is pretty. The dwarf one is just placing a ring on a table.
Oh,
And then the
okay.
men's one is
Different
a
art.
king bowing and looking down, holding it.
What is it called? What's the name of this card?
Elven soul rings, dwarven soul rings, human soul rings.
Gotcha. I'll look this up. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, this is different than I thought. Oh, it is in a hand. There is a hand there. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely wrong, just partially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not full art, but they are script. Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting them in the 300 category.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. That's what it's going for right now.
Yeah. So there's the Realms and Relics box toppers, and some of those are getting pretty expensive because I guess you have a chance of there's like a 1 per case chance of a surge foil version, which is like the foiling from the Warhammer,
Right.
and those are going for crazy prices.
That was gorgeous foiling, so
Yeah.
I get it.
And then you have like the box toppers are no joke cards either. You have like the Party Tree from the Shire, which is the Great Henge, and then you have Pass of the Dead, which is Cavern of Souls. Like you have some big cards in that box topper slot.
And where does the box topper come from exactly?
The collector box.
It's only the collector
Yes.
box? Jeez. No wonder these things are so expensive.
Yes.
All the values in the collector box. What are they doing with the other boxes?
Have fun playing the game.
Set boxes aren't for playing the game, though. What are you doing with them?
That's why I always hated set. That's why. Why do you think I've always hated
set boxes? Used to make sense in other things.
Right. It's a new product that they have killed off with their collector box. You either buy the draft box to draft, or you buy the collector box to get cards of value.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the
art card, that's their thing. Good God, that's terrible.
Yeah. So instead of getting a card, you get a piece of art, which is fine, I guess.
Well, 1 to 4 rares or higher, so you do get rare cards per pack.
Yes.
Right.
But all those cards are going to plummet because of how many collector boxes are being opened that have the same card. And then in November, you get the special collector edition box that's going to have the same card.
Well, that's different art altogether, though.
No, is it?
Yeah.
All of them?
Isn't it? I don't know about that, but I thought that was the whole idea, is that they went to the old style from the old animated.
No, that's a Secret Lair.
Oh shit. So wait, what is this other product?
Yeah, exactly, John.
What is this? What's it called? I don't think I
Special
knew about
edition
this.
collector box.
Oh my god. And when does that come out?
November.
I gotta look this up. Oh my god. Well, it does have the funky art on the front, but you're saying the
Yes,
cards are the same.
correct.
Why?
Contains 12 special edition collector boosters. Each booster contains 15 cards, including 5 cards of rarity or higher, 5 uncommon, 4 common, and 1 land.
Oh. Wait. We don't know what's in this.
Yeah, they haven't shown off what's in
And
there yet.
there's explicit marketing. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Full of treasures any fan will find precious. Much of what will lie within these special edition collector boosters remain a secret for now. Keep an eye on your favorite Magic news sources for more details.
Mhm.
So there is something in there that's different that we just don't know what the hell it is.
Right, but it does not contain serialized ring cards.
Well, that's fine. It could
Yeah.
contain serialized ancient art like the freaking cover. That cover
Yeah.
art is so old school. I actually kind of love it.
Oh, I do too.
Oh man.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. The singles are gonna drop like a goddamn rock, especially if they're in this
Correct.
too.
Correct. You have to think there's overlap
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is
because
this
it's
gonna
still
be
the same
like that
set.
black and white set that was for you know what I'm talking about? That special edition of the
Midnight Hunt
werewolf?
Crimson Vow.
Yeah.
No, because
Where
that's a
it's like
merging
they
of
just
2
took the
sets.
same shit and put it in a different box and everyone got real pissed.
Yeah, and made it a LGS exclusive. They're like, here's your special thing.
Oh god, I hope they don't screw that up that way.
Well, this isn't because it's gone on Amazon already. So
What do you mean it isn't?
it isn't an LGS exclusive.
Oh no, I know it's not LG. I mean, I hope they don't just put in the same cards, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing actually special about it.
Yep.
What the hell?
I mean, maybe there's another set of serialized cards, but the point is, it doesn't have the serialized rings, and so people are freaking out and trying to get that ring now. So what I think will happen, even if the One Ring does get pulled, which my theory is it won't until this gift bundles come out. We'll get into that, but I think the collector boxes sealed will go up. I think the set boxes and draft boxes will go down. I think both of those will be readily available for the next 2 years.
Yeah, easily.
And
Yeah.
so I plan on stockpiling the draft boxes, but that's just me.
Like when the prices drop.
Yeah. So hear
Makes
me
sense.
out. It's like it's the cheapest box, even though the set box is only like $10 more, which is crazy and funny.
That's been the way for the last few sets though.
Really? It's been that
Yes.
close?
Yeah, they've been pretty close, depending on the timing and release
Okay.
time. But around release, they're usually not that far off.
Okay.
I think people
Well,
have the same opinion you do of set boxes.
yeah.
They're like, this is garbage. It's draft, but different.
It's draft, but I can't draft it.
Yeah, well, you certainly can, but yeah.
No, it doesn't work.
Totally works. Totally works. It works.
You're
You
bad
can
at drafting.
definitely do it. It's just more powerful,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Except no.
It is.
I don't know. I agree to disagree. The idea of so you're trying to get some friends to draft, right? And you're like, do you want to draft this random set that you've never heard of before? Or do
Or
you want
Lord
to
of the
draft
Rings,
Lord of the
yeah.
Rings? Like,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like,
easy.
do you want to draft Lord of the Rings? Could get people that don't even play Magic to be like, yeah, I'll give that a try.
Right. Get them to draft Magic cards, though? That's tough. That's not an easy pickup.
Or we do sealed.
Still not the easiest pickup, but you're right. Sealed's easier.
You can help them build the deck, though. If they're a new player. If they're that new.
Yeah.
But then there's also Jumpstart, which is a way to play.
Yeah.
I think the Jumpstart will do very well at the beginning and then kind of die off. It all depends on. I haven't really looked at any of that, what's in there yet, if it's a good Jumpstart or a bad Jumpstart. Probably a bad Jumpstart. But we're also getting Lord of the Rings Jumpstart Volume 2 in November as well. So we
hell?
don't know what that is.
Okay.
Is that
And then,
another new surprise for you?
yeah, it is. And then this other product I just saw because I went to Amazon to look up the price or the description of some of these products. What is this Magic the Gathering, The Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth scene box?
Yep.
6 scene cards, 6 art cards, 3 set boosters, plus a display easel.
Yes.
What is it? What?
So down in the bottom right, you see that little display easel? It gives you 6 art cards that combine to make that scene. Like the art cards from the
I
set
get
boosters?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
What?
pay $40 for a crappy
Like, I do
looking
not
display
get that.
easel,
I do
6
not get
cards.
that.
You didn't collect them, you just purchased this. You didn't put it together, you just purchased it. And 3 set boosters. 3 set
I would
boosters.
okay, so I would actually do this if they had it for some of the art that's in the collector boosters that are all the pieces, you know what I'm talking about?
There's a bunch of
Like
these.
the ring, yeah, but they don't have the art. I
Okay.
would've yeah, I just checked, because I was like, "Oh, man, this is a shortcut to get the thing that I actually want." Because you know how I've talked about framing
Yeah.
the special arts, so, like, full arts or whatever
Mhm.
that make the scene of the ring going into Mordor, and what was the other one? There's, like, a battle, and there's,
Oh, that
uh
one's huge.
yeah, there's Rivendell, I think, is in one of
Yeah.
them or something like that. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that is something that I am interested in. We can go back to that topic in a second. And if they had a way to just buy it, I would definitely just buy it.
Sure. Yeah, and there's a lot of ways um, that this can go.
Oh,
But
question.
yes.
The art cards in the set boosters, do they potentially have the art cards for those cards that are those full arts that combine to be the big scene?
Maybe.
That would make the set boosters worth something then. For people like me that actually want just the art and not the text on it,
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I have no desire for art cards, I guess.
Well, no, I would just buy the singles for the art cards, but that will
Right.
make the set boosters worth opening because those art cards typically go for like $1 to $3 depending on how good they are,
Mm,
and that's true. That's just a
really?
fact. Yeah, that's been a fact for a long time since I've been opening set boxes.
I've looked at
Um,
them and all mine are not worth that much.
it depends on what they are. If they're things that are valued, they actually hold value up to like $1 or so,
Okay.
$1 to 3, depending on what they are. And if they have
The
the
gold.
signature stamp
Yeah.
is another factor too. But this kind, I could see these going for like $5 a piece. If they're rare, if they're hard to come by, which I assume they will be because it's every art card, not just those special, those
Yeah.
particular ones.
Right.
So I don't know. That might be the only thing that holds up set boosters, if at all. I'm trying
I
to give
just
it hope.
I think there's gonna be so much collector boxes opened.
Yeah, but the collector boxes, those cards are covered in text.
Yeah. No, I know, I
So
know. No,
so
what I
when you
mean
want
is
to put the scene together,
just
you
for
have text
singles.
on all of it.
What I
Yeah,
mean
it's
is
kind
just
of
for
annoying.
singles in general.
Correct. Yeah, agreed. Like that's why I think those art cards would be interesting and
That I
special.
think that I think the downwards pressure of all the singles in the collector boxes will push down any value the art cards add to the set box. That the set box is
No, they're totally
losing.
different things. Totally
No,
different things.
I know. What I'm saying is the value it's being brought down by all the collector box singles will bring it down farther than the art cards will bring it up.
Bring it up. I see. Yeah, that's probably true. Just because all the cards will tank, so the EV will tank.
Correct.
Even if you have a $5 or $10 art card, it's like one in a box or one every 3 boxes,
Yeah,
or we
exactly.
don't know how rare they're probably super rare.
Yeah.
So yeah, the EV is not gonna go up. I agree. I agree with that. Now here's a question. What holds up besides those rings single wise?
Commander staples? Probably.
Okay. Do you think
The
those
box
full
toppers, some of the
full
box
art
toppers.
yeah, the full art cards, what about those that create the big scenes?
Depends on which ones. I think this is going to be a set for the first time in a long time that a lot of people are actually going to set collect
Yes, agreed. Which should hold a lot of the singles up if that's true.
early, and then I think we'll die off. So, like, looking at it a month from now, things may have gone up. But I think looking 6 months from now, when this is 2, 3 sets behind, it may be a different story.
Well, I mean, that's just the curve of all Magic releases there.
Exactly. What I'm saying is I don't think this bucks that trend.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. What about the land cards since they're unique?
I mean, if I played Magic in paper, I would only use those.
You're like, I'm only Lord of the Rings lands, and you need a lot of them,
Which is
for
why
a
I
deck.
plan on getting the draft boxes.
Those aren't available in the draft boxes, I thought.
What?
Yeah, I thought they were just one per pack in the collectors. The map ones?
Yeah.
I think they're just one per pack in the. So there'll be a lot of them, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought that's what I read somewhere because they're the full art version, which is
No, they're
usually
in the
the one
set
per
too.
pack, and the set as well. Okay,
Yeah.
well there you go.
One basic
Now you got
land
to get
or full
set.
art. No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
All right, fair enough. I mean, they're already down to like 50 cents,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah, I think they'll be fine.
They will be just fine.
That's usually the case with the lands. Like, there's a little hype around them, and you can sell them
And
for
then
more than
you
a penny,
realize
but then there's a
how
ton of
many
them.
there are.
Yeah, yeah. That's not unusual. I just like them. I just like maps. I'm a map person. I've been a map person since I was a kid. It was maps like this that got me to like design worlds in D&D, and I spent long periods of time creating worlds and for D&D in my groups. So it was definitely a thing for me.
And we're still in the pre-sale pricing. So not everyone
Again,
can list their stuff.
yeah, it's gonna go
It's
down.
going to go down on release.
All right, nothing else of value holds up.
The gift bundles will hold up. And I was
They're
bleeding into
$400.
that. They are $300.
Yeah.
The gift bundles were bought up from $100 to $300. They don't exist
Well, this
anymore
is
in TCG Player.
wait. There's a case for 368,
Of
and
gift
that's
bundles,
6. I think this is the gift bundle.
buy those now.
Bundle, case, universe beyond. I don't know. Maybe it's not a gift bundle. Maybe it's just a. Is there a difference between a gift bundle and a bundle?
Yes. The gift bundle
Okay.
has a collector pack.
Oh, okay. I think I'm just looking at the bundle then. You're like, buy those now, right this second. Pull the trigger. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just a
I
bundle.
just sent you a
I
link.
see. Yeah, I see the gift bundle. Yeah, that's 1,300 for that case. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that got a lot of buying pressure on the 16th and the 15th. But I also don't think a lot of these were listed because this comes out later. So this is what I was talking about earlier. I think if I was Wizards, I would seed the One Ring in a gift edition bundle. Because then it won't be opened the first week. You know what I
Do
mean?
you think they're actually seeding it?
I would hope so.
Why?
So they know it made it out.
Do they care?
Yes. The
Why?
news of that guy getting, or that person pulling it, it's going to create headlines. It's creating headlines outside of the
It's already
normal
done
Magic
its
realm.
job. It's already done its job.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what happens to the actual cart that costs them 50 cents to produce.
Yeah.
So why do they care? Like, why put extra resources into tracking and all this stuff? Especially
Because
if
how many,
theoretically,
you're not tracking it. You're just making sure it's in a gift bundle.
but that's tracking it. You have to track it to make sure it does that, right? And once you've done that, that means someone knows where it is. And once you've done that, that means someone could cheat the system and give it to their uncle.
Right.
Like the liability risk you're introducing by tracking versus not tracking is pretty huge in my opinion. And for what? That's the real
Right.
question. Like, what do they get out of it? They already get all the marketing. They don't need to know where it is or make sure that it went out. Hell, it's almost safer for them to just burn the card at the factory. So it's never found. Also illegal. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that they will. I think that theory holds. But I understand the logic of not tracking it. But if they were tracking it, you would think that they would put it so it wasn't pulled right away.
I mean, and risk Timmy just throwing it in a binder
Yeah,
or
they don't
throwing
care.
it away.
Remember? Yeah, they don't care.
Well, yeah,
Remember?
but if you're going through the effort of tracking it, you're doing it because you want to make sure something, right?
Yeah, the something is, and it's guaranteed because this doesn't hit release date. This comes out after.
Oh, I see. That's right. That's the big thing. Instead, if
Yeah,
it's in a gift bundle, it delays it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay,
That's
yeah,
my
I
theory.
can see that. Yeah, I can see that. That's actually fairly reasonable because it's not too much to make it happen, and it's not too much needed to gain the benefit, the extra benefit.
Yeah, and keep the headlines going. Maybe
Mhm.
maybe more bounties get more
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That does increase the general marketing value of it. Hmm.
I
We shall
mean, I'm
see.
no marketer, but
Yes, you are. You literally are.
that is why I brought this up as my opinion.
Yeah. Um, so I don't know if they do that. Well, here's the real thing. Don't stores have it now? Like they're opening it
Yes.
currently?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it was going to be in one of those big mass openings, we probably would have heard about it already.
Yes.
In fact, it's kind of weird. We've only heard about the one ring so far, serialized ring.
No, we've heard of. There's been other serialized rings pulled.
I just haven't heard of it. Is it
Yeah,
Twitter
it's
or
just because it
something?
was
The
the
Twitter.
one of
Yeah, that was a
700.
big one, and it sold for ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there will be a lot of downward pressure on the singles. Just to wrap up here, I think there will be a lot of downward pressures on the singles besides the serialized and the non-serialized one rings. But I do think certain cards will hold value just because of their inherent rarity, like the box topper special foiling, or it's going to be like the really special stuff that holds value, and the collector boxes and sealed and the gift bundles and sealed. Anything else sealed, I don't think will hold value over time. And I don't think you risk missing out. So don't FOMO into anything. And I think time's already passed for the collector box, honestly, at $450. Now, could
You
it go
don't.
up? Sure. But I think it's much more likely to come down. No, actually, I take that
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really? I'm
No,
kind of surprised with that.
I think
Everything we've heard is
yeah,
shops have oversold it,
yeah.
and they're like screwed because they sold too many more than they got. So now they're scrambling and talking to each other, trying to
And then
get
that
extra.
introduces more pressure still
Yeah,
because then people get a bunch of refunds and they're like, well, where do I buy it now?
yeah, yeah. I think there's a chance this thing goes a little nutso for a while on the box side, the collector box side.
Yeah.
We
But
shall see.
yes, it'll be
I
fun.
sure hope you people don't get screwed too badly.
Yeah. I do want to play though. I do want to get my hands on some cards to play. So I will figure that out. And it is out.
As-
I could go grab something,
I
but
was about to say, are you going to go to the pre-release, or isn't that
I
this
don't think
weekend?
so. It's this weekend
Yeah,
and we have plans.
that's true.
So
Cool.
yeah. Anything else on Magic
Nope.
or Lord of the Rings? Nothing else matters in Magic besides Lord of the Rings. Uh, next up, Pokemon Paldea Evolved. Singles are they plummeted on release, but that's normal. They're just taking a little bit longer to come back up. There is some weird shenanigans going on with certain singles, like Magikarp, my favorite one. It's a gorgeous art, illustration rare, sitting at about $90. Was around $30. I think this is just one of those meme cards that people just. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I mean, it's not playable at all. But the amount of sell through is pretty impressive, going all the way up to like $90 direct. The cheapest near mint, you're looking at it's Japanese version. Oh snap! It's actually higher. Yeah, there's a bunch of zero sellers, but then it's like $80 until you get to a real seller.
It's really cool art.
It's gorgeous.
I
And
can
then
see
you have,
why people are into it.
yeah. Then you have Iono, the waifu, which has come down. It went up a bit, then came back down. Every set needs a waifu. And this one, it's more than the box. So after TCG player prices, you'll probably it'll pay for the box. But then what are you doing? You're just getting another box that probably won't have that card.
Yeah.
And then there's a more cost-effective version of it, just because that's the special illustration rare that's over like $140. And then the ultra rare, which is sitting around $42. Tyranitar is another one that's been acting weird. It's down to 30, but was sitting up at it had sales, I think at 60. No, maybe I'm wrong.
It's like 40
there. Yeah, 40. But
I don't like that art.
No, not as good.
I'm not a fan of the CGI looking ones. No. That Chiyu though, that's freaking gorgeous too. Chiyu EX full art thing. That's just pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of really gorgeous
cards. There's really cool art in this set. I actually hadn't looked at it until we just brought it up.
Yeah. I really like the Sleeping Raichu too. That's cute.
What is it with you and sleeping Pokemon?
Well, I like Raichu.
You love Pokemon's taking naps.
Well, it's Pikachu and Raichu. Like Raichu was one of my favorites growing up.
I get it.
Not that.
You just like napping Pokemon.
Happened to be. And then the other one that I think is really fun is the Tinkaton EX. It's just this pink blob with pink hair and a giant mallet.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah. I find it so funny in the Pokemon community where you have this gorgeous art. Like if any of these arts were out a while ago, like 2 years ago.
Oh, it would be mind-blowingly expensive. Like this is the card. Yeah, totally.
But now, and then Pokemon listened and was like, oh, they like these cards. Let's make more of them.
Mm-hmm. It's the everything is special, nothing special.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did it.
Magic did it. Now Pokemon did it. But
so what about these box prices?
So that's where things are getting confusing. Because you have this new everything special, so nothing special syndrome. And I don't know why people were still enjoy the Sword and Shield, open a box, get really nothing. Opposed to, and then, so you pay more for more Sword and Shield is selling, and you have less of a chance to get something cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you're paying more for it.
Gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
It's that rarity in there, that chance, that ticket is more valuable or potentially more valuable.
Right. Whereas I think this is really good for the players, honestly, and I'm really happy for them to have these cheap boxes that have good playable cards that they need. And
this is a problem, isn't it? Because this is like so low, stores can't make money on this, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
107?
Yeah, $5.94 a case. I remember when we were talking back in Sword and Shield era, anything around the 600s was considered a steal. This is under that.
Yes.
And that was a different price, like a different wholesale price at that time. So this is way under where it used to be at the lower prices. This has got to be killing stores.
It's hurting them for sure.
Has to be. Yeah, $5.94 for a case. I'm like, damn, should I
But I mean, these are people putting on TCG player. There are tons of stores selling it for MSRP locally and doing just fine. But I wouldn't. I think I don't know.
Keeps going down.
I don't think it will get much lower.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the lowest was I saw in the downtrend of Pokemon back in Sword and Shield era.
Yeah, but you also have to remember, again, like you said, this is the new pricing era. And then you also have the higher MSRP, so stores are paying more. So I don't think you'll really see the lows that we saw in the Sword and Shield with like Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike again. Unless things get really bad.
I have to go pull my Poke data, look at the lowest we got to.
What was it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking a backseat in picking up sealed Pokemon at the moment. I was looking forward to 151, but then with that being a specialty set, I really don't want to just hold a bunch of ATBs.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if you know for sure if 151 is not going to have
It's not.
any
It's not.
booster box. Did
It's not.
you
Yeah.
confirm that?
Yeah. It's a 0.5 set.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah, it's like Crown Zenith was the last one. So the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are like the top tier thing to get, and they're sold out on PokemonCenter.com already.
Dude, this is bad. So in my tracking, I just looked at my old stuff. Battle Styles, which is the least loved set of all time, sort of thing. Historically, now this is still in the hype era, but still, the low on the case was 569. It's 594 right now for Paldea, and this just came out, so it's like it's got more room to drop.
With shipping included, yeah.
Yeah. 560. So it's only a couple bucks off of the low of Battle Styles. Now, again, during the hype era, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would much rather open this than Battle Styles.
Right? Like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe there's just too much of it.
544. That's my historic low.
But I mean, you have to think about it. So it's not like hasn't just come out. It's in the
dip phase.
The dip phase. So it's doing what it should do. But I just think in the current environment, there's a lot of people who are purchasing Pokemon that are not currently. And so they may have adjusted price numbers for like trying to satiate demand.
Yeah.
When demand went down.
480 back in October of 22. And that was for Astral Radiance case. That was like the lowest, I think, in all of my prices at all points.
480 for an Astral Radiance case? That's wild.
Yeah, that was a moment in time.
Yeah, the lowest I got was 515 for Fusion Strike.
Yeah. I mean, this is just in my data. I didn't buy it at that price, just saying it exists in my data. So that is the lowest of all booster boxes in my tracking period, which started in middle of October of 22 and went for a while, but obviously still not keeping up on it anymore.
No, but it kind of tracks though with the way Pokemon does sets. This is the second set of Scarlet and Violet. They're still introducing a ton of the new Pokemon from the new set. There isn't a lot of love to the old sets, to the old Pokemon that typically do well. And now we're about to go into 151, which is a love letter to the original Pokemon. So if any set's going to explode, it's going to be that one. And then we have Obsidian Sanctum, which is the next real set that will have booster boxes. Not that 151 isn't a real set, like full set. And that has the Charizard tax, so that may do well. However, there's the crystallized Charizard that has the funny hat on it, and people really don't like that card. So,
okay.
151 I think will be a home run no matter what. I just don't really feel like getting involved in it myself without booster boxes. And then
no point. It's too much space.
Right. And then with Obsidian, I will probably wait and see till about this time. And then if it's doing the same thing Paldea is doing, I will probably pick it up. But I will not jump on it because there's always hype for Charizard stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is just, there's not a lot in it. Like, there's not, and it might also just be people are saving for 151.
Could be, yeah.
They're just like, all right, well, skip Paldea and then just double up on 151.
Pokemon's dead.
Or go back and grab Sword and Shield.
Is dead.
Or they're going back and gathering Sword and Shield while it's still around.
Or they're busy buying Lord of the Rings.
That too. I think honestly, like Lord of the Rings has to be like sucking capital.
Impacting, yeah. Everything. It probably is because it is like the highest selling
The amount of
throughput.
go spend a
No, it's
couple minutes
insane.
scrolling
It's
through the
insane.
recent sales
Yeah,
history
everyone that tracks data
on
is like,
just the
"Holy
collector
shit,
boxes.
we've never seen this." Yeah, like, everyone who tracks the data is looking at it and saying, "This volume is literally unbelievable."
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is why I really do think this is the collector box that there actually will be a chance to miss it for the first time in the history of collector boxes.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone oversold that shit. And I don't think there's actually enough boxes for how many got sold.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They might have a second wave or something. We don't know about that part.
Yeah, that's true too. I don't know though.
It's crazy. It is
They're not going to be as cheap.
No, they will be expensive still, probably, unless something happens
Yeah.
where, just demand drops off like a rock.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some cards and playing. But we'll see.
Cool.
Anything else we want to ramble about?
Nope. Feel like we've covered a lot of ground today.
Cool. Well, all right. Until tomorrow, when we do Fab Watch, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one.